Quite often in our industry, a person moves from one department to another. A film editor gets ambitious and becomes a director. A writer grows lazy and becomes a studio head. But never before the year 1950 did a top-flight star turn into a best-selling novelist with a screenplay of her own in the making. Because Hollywood regards her with great pride, I asked her to make the Writing Awards tonight, Miss Ruth Chatterton.
I believe in the past that there's been some confusion about the 3 writing awards. So I'm going to try to tell you a little something about it first. It seems that the first goes to the writer of the best motion picture story. This writer has nothing to do with a screenplay, save that, except for his or her germinating idea, shall we say original idea, the screenplay would never have been written. In fact, it's a rather fatherly relation. The nominations for the Best Motion Picture Story are Bitter Rice, Lux Films, Italian, story by Giuseppe De Santis and Carlo Lizzani. The Gunfighter, 20th Century Fox, story by William Bowers and André de Toth. Mystery Street, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, story by Leonard Spiegelgas. Panic in the Streets, 20th Century Fox, story by Edna and Edward Anhalt. And When Willie Comes Marching Home, 20th Century Fox, story by Cy Gomberg. May I have the envelope, please? Thank you. The winners are Edna and Edward Anhalt for Panic in the Street.
Besides Mr. and Mrs. Anhalt, there are 2 other husband and wives writing teams among tonight's nominees. These writers are a clownish lot. This is the first nomination for either Edna Anhalt or Edward Anhalt. Here they are just coming to the stage, Mr. and Mrs. Anhalt.
Next comes the best written screenplay, irrespective of its source. This writer took a novel or a play or a motion picture story and developed it into a screenplay. The nominees this year are All About Eve, 20th Century Fox, screenplay by Joseph J. Mankiewicz. The Asphalt Jungle, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. Screenplay by Ben Maddow and John Huston. Born Yesterday, Columbia, screenplay by Albert Mannheimer. Broken Arrow, 20th Century Fox, screenplay by Michael Blankfurt, and Father of the Bride, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. Screenplay by Francis Goodrich and Albert Hackett. Now the winner. Thank you very much. The winner is Joseph L. Mankiewicz for All About Eve.
Writer of one of the great motion pictures of 1950, Mr. Joseph Mankiewicz, won the award for screenplay and direction in 1949, you'll remember, for A Letter to 3 Wives. So Mr. Mankiewicz is a writer who directs.
Now, the third category is the best story and screenplay. These nominees started with a blank sheet of paper and they built it into the script that you saw on the screen. They are Adam's Rib, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, story and screenplay by Ruth Gordon and Garson Kanin. Caged, Warner Brothers, story and screenplay by Virginia Kellogg and Bernard C. Schoenfeld. The Men, a Stanley Kramer production, United Artists. Story and screenplay by Carl Foreman. No Way Out, 20th Century Fox. Story and screenplay by Joseph L. Mankiewicz and Lester Samuels, and Sunset Boulevard, Paramount. Story and screenplay by Charles Brackett, Billy Wilder, and D.M. Marshman, Jr. Now, let's see who's the winner. Charles Brackett, Billy Wilder, and D. Marshman, Jr.
The team of Charlie Brackett, writer-producer Billy Wilder, the writer-director, won several awards in 1945 for the very memorable film, The Lost Weekend. It was D.M. Marshman who wrote with them on this, the former staff member of Life magazine.